24/7, girl, you dip on my bread. And I know you want me to go down on my knees. Heard you can't eat, I heard you know be sleep. And I want you to know that, girl, it's not that deep. So what's up? You alright? I pull up, I'm outside. What's up? You alright? I pull up, girl, I'm outside. A million ways, I swear I prove you wrong. You wrong. 'Cause I love you for life, you know, go understand. I'm smarting if I bust a million for you. Girl, I don't even mind, I know go think I'm twice. So what's up? You alright? I pull up, I'm outside. What's up? You alright? I pull up, girl, I'm outside. 24/7, you've been sitting in my mind. It be you I think about like all day. Never did that thing that I be standing there today, 'cause I came a long way from God. Love and the vibe is between me and you, baby, don't go telling nobody. My girl, you're shining just like my wrist, baby, welcome to this side. 24/7, you've been sitting in my mind. It be you I think about like all day. Never did that thing that I be standing there today, 'cause I came a long way from God. Love and the vibe is between me and you, baby, don't go telling nobody. My girl, you're shining just like my wrist, baby, welcome to this side. So what's up? You alright, alright? I pull up, I'm outside. What's up? You alright?
Shalom everyone, all praises to the Messiah Yahuah Elohim, through the spirit of Yahusha Mashiach. This is your boy, your friend, your brother, Frenchie the West African Yasharal. To this topic, listen, an investigation is going to be about marriage in the scriptures. Yes, you heard, marriage in the scriptures. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all been waiting for this one. It took me a little while. Yeah, I had to put some stuff together and all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I want to make sure that my research throughout the scriptures and my studies were a lot accurate. Yeah, so for y'all, I've put all the data that I find throughout the scriptures talking about marriage together. Yeah, so then we're gonna get a good understanding of what marriage is in the scriptures. And I don't this is the highest topic of the century. Yeah, marriage and all that stuff. So we need to see what does the Most High says about it, and what does the Spirit of the Most High is leading the people to do in the cases of marriages. Yeah, because nowadays, especially for us Hebrews, yeah, or Yasharal, or whatever you want to call yourself, yeah, Negroes, we got a problem with marriages. Yeah, and if we do not get ourselves together, we're still gonna stay in the same predicament that we're in today, or that we're in right now. So we need to put that ish together, yeah, and get back to the Most High. So let's see what the scripture says about it. This topic of marriage. Let's see what the word of the Most High is telling us to do about it. And as I always say, there you go. Let's get it. So, for the first part of his lesson investigation, we will be talking about the order. Yes, the order. The Most High, Yahuah, is not an Elohim of confusion. This is what the scripture says, right? So, that being said, that means the Elohim of order. And in our scriptures, there's an order of things, yeah, that the creation needs to keep in order for it to function properly. Does that make sense? Yeah? So we're going to see what the order of things is. Because, for example, if we're going to marry and all of this stuff, yeah, get married, yeah, and all of that stuff, right? There's a certain order of things that we need to maintain in our households, right? So for those of y'all that don't believe in the scriptures, I don't think that this video is for you. Yeah? Because we're going to deal with the scriptures. Yeah? And in our scriptures, yeah, there's an order of things. So for you rebellious people, women and men, I don't think y'all need to watch this. So let's dive into the script. So for the first scriptures, we'll pick up at the beginning. Yeah? Because we got to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, remember what scripture says. Yeah? Yahuah declares the end from the beginning. So if you want any understanding, we need to go back at the beginning. Yeah? The Torah. Yeah? Alright. Let's get it. So we're on Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. Bereshit chapter 2 verse 18. And Yahuah Elohim said, "It is not good that a man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him." Yeah, so if y'all don't know, yeah, remember the Most High creates heaven and earth and everything, you know. Then he creates the animals and he made them in pairs. Then what's happening is that there is no should I say other half for the men at this point. So then Yahuah comes with the idea that he should make the men, yeah, a helpmeet for him. Does that make sense? Yeah? So let's keep moving. We want to get more clarity on that. Yeah? So we stay in Genesis chapter 2. But now we want verse 20. And we're going to pick up from 20 through 24. Right? And Adam gave name to all the cattle and all the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. So I just said, so all the animals, they were in pairs and all that, but then there was no other out for the men. So then Yahuah came. I mean, Yahuah knows everything. The Most High knows everything, obviously. But that's what the scripture says. Then Yahuah said, "Look, I should make the men a helpmeet." Right? Let's keep moving. Verse 21. And Yahuah caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which Yahuah Elohim had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the men. Verse 23 now. And Adam said, check this out, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." That's extremely important right there. There's two things I need y'all to keep on mind. Yeah, is that he says she's bone of his bones, flesh of his flesh, so she's part of him. Does that make sense? Yeah. Then what we get after is that he says that she shall be called woman because she was taken out of men. What I want y'all to understand is that woman is the part of a man, right? So a man is not complete without a woman. But there's one thing also that we need to understand, is that man was made before women. And that's extremely important for this part of this lesson. Talking about the order, right? Okay, yeah. Verse 24 now. "Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh." Yeah, now man is completed. Yeah, that's deep, y'all. That's deep. Yeah, that's deep. A lot of people criticize the Bible. What's it called again? You hotel people. Oh, the Bible is all about this and that. The black woman is goddess and all that stuff. Nah, we got some logical things right here. Yeah, we complete each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man and woman needs to be together. Yeah, when we're together, we complete it. You know what I mean? So like, scriptures make more sense than a lot of what people say out there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, let's keep it moving. Yeah, still dealing with the order of things. Yeah, or should I say the order of a household, because it's marriage, right? Yeah. So now we want 1 Corinthians, and we want chapter 11, verse 8 through 9. 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 8 through 9. We read, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man." That's what I was just saying. Yeah, I was saying man is made before woman, and the woman complete man. Yeah, Or should I say, man without a woman is not complete. Same thing. But I was saying there's an order of things. You need to understand that. If we come out of it, then that's dysfunctional. We become dysfunctional. Because the Yahuah made us that way for us to function properly. Yeah? If we say, nah, man should be under woman and all of this stuff, and yeah, it's not going to work. And that's why a lot of us, yeah, we cannot keep a household. Yeah? I mean, it's too deep, but just let me talk about what we talk about for now, and then I'll get into the bashing after, right? Okay, yeah, we're on verse 9 now. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. So, right there, it's a key cut for you feminists and all that. Yeah? I mean, if y'all believe in scriptures, yeah, you're a woman out there. If you say you believe in God, yeah, or for that matter, if you say you believe in Yahuah or whatever, yeah, then you believe in the scriptures. If you say you don't believe in the Most High, that's up to you. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can't just say, oh, I believe in the Most High, but you're not going to believe in the scriptures. Yeah? So, with that right there, yeah, if you're not doing that, if you're not understanding that right there, that the woman is created for the man, not vice versa, that's a big problem right there. Yeah? Because rebellion is counted as witchcraft. That's in our scriptures, y'all. Yeah? And remember what the scripture says again. What Paul said at the end. He said, those that do sorcery, or literally witchcraft, they're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Yeah? So keep that in mind, y'all. Yeah, especially y'all sisters. You need to understand the order of things. And y'all men too. Yeah? I got sauce for everybody. I keep saying that in all of my videos, so don't be thinking I'm trying to, you know what I mean, trying to put it on sisters and all that. Yeah? Because I got some for the brothers too. Yeah? Accountability. Yeah? Let's talk about marriage right there. Yeah? Alright. Yeah? Let's keep moving. Now, with that being said, we understand that the order of things. Man is created before women. Women is created for the men. Yeah? So, let's keep it moving. We want to Tobit. Yeah? Tobit chapter 8. Yeah? We want verse 6. Check this out. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. Yeah? We're talking about help, not stress, y'all. Know what I mean? Yeah? Let's keep moving. Of them came mankind. And I just want to say for y'all that believe in Lilith and all that stuff, Lilith is literally Gnostics. And Gnostics is actually perversion of the scriptures. Yeah? And if you do research on Gnostics, you need to be careful on what you believe. Yeah? So for y'all that believe in the Lilith nonsense, you need to cut the crap, because scriptures is very clear. Adam and Eve was made, nobody else. Right? Okay, let's keep moving. Yeah? So once again, I just want to pick up at the beginning for the hard-headed people. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and a stay. Of them, Adam and Eve, right? Came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that a man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself. Hallelujah. Yeah? So, this text speaks for itself. The order of things, y'all. If we are doing contrary to what the Most High have intended it to be, we're becoming dysfunctional. It's logic. Now, for those of y'all that don't believe in scriptures, I don't know why you're watching this video. But, for those of y'all that believe in the scriptures, this is what we are told. You're doing contrary, you're breaking the law, and you're being dysfunctional. Yeah? Alright, let's keep moving. We want 1 Corinthians now. Yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 through 4. So 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 to 4. Yeah, check this out. Let the husband Render unto the wife due benevolence. Yeah, so you gotta give her what she needs, basically. Yeah, or the respect that she's due for her, you got to give her. Yeah, let's keep it with now. And likewise, also the wife unto the husband. Yeah, so it's not because man is made before women that is supposed to be some sort of what's it called? What they call it again? Supposed to be some sort of slavery or whatever, you know what I mean, or dictatorship. That's not what we're talking about. Yeah, there's a mutual respect that we gotta have for each other. Remember, love thy neighbor like thyself, right? Yeah, that goes also for your wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyway, still there's respect for both of us. Yeah, so in your household, it's supposed to be a mutual respect between you and your wife, right? Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be a household, but it's gonna be a battlefield. You know what I mean? Yeah. Verse 4 now. The wife have not power over her own body. Don't touch me. You pissed me off yesterday. You know that stuff. Oh, really? Let's keep it moving, y'all. Yeah, I told y'all it's not for kids. Anyway, but the husband, yeah, let's keep moving. And likewise, also the husband has not power of his own body, but the wife. Yeah. So in this relationship, there's some things that are supposed to be mutual, right? It's not only one-sided. Yeah. Yahuah is not unfair. The Most High made an order of things. So if the Spirit led Shaul or Paul to say that, yeah, that means that's what the Most High intended us to be like, woman and man, man, woman, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. So your body belongs to your husband, and your body, sis, yeah, sorry, your body, brother, belongs to your wife. Yeah. So all of that stuff that y'all get angry for no reason, and then you don't want me to touch you and all that stuff. Nah, this needs to stop. Yeah. Yeah. I understand if there's a big thing that happened in between y'all, but you know, yeah. Let me continue. Yeah, it's gonna get a bit touchy right now. Yeah. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the women he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over you. So, the Most High is clear, y'all. Yeah, it's clear. That's one of the curses that came upon men. Yeah, after the fall. Remember, y'all. Yeah, when Adam and Eve, or should I say Eve, gave the fruit to her husband, and then, you know what I mean, then serpent and all that stuff, Yahuah was... Anyway. Yeah, so one of them curses. Remember, men has to work the sweat of his face or whatever. Yeah, and all that stuff. Yeah, return to the ground when he dies and all that stuff. And woman gotta give a birth in pains and all that stuff. Yeah, and the last one, the husband shall rule over his wife. Now that scripture's right here. Once again, this ain't saying slavery. Yeah, this is not what we're talking about. This is not a dictatorship. But scriptures is clear. The man is ruling. Yeah, and remember, anyway, man was made before woman, and woman was made for the man. So there's no mistake about it. Anyway, regardless. Yeah, it's just that it's intensified right here because of the curses and because of what Eve did when she got tempted by the serpent. Yeah, because remember, it's Eve that got tempted, not Adam. Yeah, I mean at first. So with that being said, now we understand the order of things, right? We do. Yeah, let's keep moving. Now we want Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21 through 31. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21 through 31. Submit yourself one to another in the fear of Elohim. Let's keep moving. Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto Yahuah. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah? That must be one of the verses that the women don't even like to look at. But they be talking about their prophetess and all of this stuff. Yeah? They be talking about they got the Ruach and all of this stuff. The Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost and all of this and all of that. Yeah? But then when when y'all reading that right there, you don't want to do that. Yeah? That's what I'm talking about. There's an order of things. Why do you think that these scriptures are brought out? Yeah? Why do you think that this came into existence? Or that the Spirit of the Most High inspired Shaul or Paul to say these things? Because that's the order of things. Yeah? So if you're not submissive, sis, yeah? How can you even want to be counted as a wife? If you're not submissive, sis, yeah? You're breaking the law of the Most High. If you're not submissive to your husband, we're not talking about every single man on the street and all that. We're talking about submissive to your husband. Yeah? Your ish. Yeah? In Hebrew. So, with that being said, if you're going contrary to the order of things, then you're bringing disorder. Being dysfunctional. I gotta repeat that for y'all to understand. Because it seems like we do not understand our roles. And I'm happy that we have roles. What you think? Yeah, do you think it should be some sort of anarchy or whatever? Nah. Alright. Verse 23 now. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church. Oh yes, assembly if you want. Yeah, because the real Greek word is assembly. But anyway. And he is the savior of the body. So, the comparison is right there. Yeah? It's telling you that even as the Messiah, yeah, is the head of the assembly or the church, yeah, that's the way that a wife is supposed to submit herself to her husband. Yeah? Remember, one was made for the other, not vice versa. Does that make sense? So if you're not doing that, you're going contrary, yeah, to the ways of the Most High. And that's fact. And as I said again and again, we're dealing with the scriptures right there. Yeah? And Paul was a master of the law. Yeah? He knew the law properly, so when he's talking about husband and head of the wife and all that stuff, it's not taken out of nowhere. It takes out from the Torah. So for you devil Christians out there, as I always say, you devils Christians, talking about the law, don't know what you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah? Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. So, once again, women, or should I say wives, submit to your husband. Let him be a man. Give him his due. Yeah? Or what is due to him, should I say. Sorry. Yeah? And that's your submission as a woman. Or should I say as a wife. Because this ain't saying that, oh, you should submit to all men in everywhere, yeah? Nah, talking about your husband. And obviously, if you're within the church, whatever, or the assembly, yeah, obviously, you're not going to act like you some crazy girl and talk bad and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you should act submissively to the men of the church too, you know what I mean? Yeah, and as the same way as a man should respect the wife of another man. Yeah, you know, that's common sense anyway. Yeah, but we're talking about husband and wife, right? Marriage. Yeah. So, that being said, we're gonna keep moving. Verse 24 now. Therefore, as the assembly is subject unto Hamashiach, so let the wife be to their own husband in everything. You know, that's extremely important. And why did he need to mention that? Why did Shaul or Paul need to mention this stuff about wife needs to be submissive to their husband? Because he knew And there's always been some sort of spirit out there on women to not be submissive to their husband. When they should. If you study every culture, yeah, you go to the deepest jungle in Amazon or all that stuff, or Africa, and like even in Asia and all that stuff, the man is always the head. Cut the crap. The man is always the head, and woman is after. You know, taking care of things and all that stuff, like normal stuff, nature, man. Come on, yeah. And the children are under. That's the natural order of things. You see that everywhere. Remember the scripture says that the Gentiles do the things of the law, and they don't even know the law. And bear in mind, Genesis is also the law, yeah? It's Torah. So here you go. Yeah? So the natural order of things is that. You can't change it. If you change it, it's not going to work. Maybe you might think it works, but y'all know your lives. Yeah? Why are you not happy as a woman in your relationship? You should ask yourself, maybe it's because you're not performing your duty as a wife or as a woman of Yah. That is to be submissive to your husband. Yeah? Ask yourself that. Why you're not happy in your relationship, maybe. For those of y'all that's in your relationships or whatever. You know what I mean? Or you as a man, why are you not happy in your relationship? Are you performing your role as a man? Are you being this head? Because if you're not capable to do it, that makes sense that a woman is not going to even follow. You know what I mean? But hang on. That should not be an excuse, because a lot of you sisters talking about, oh, men are not worthy of leader, so that's why I do what I do. Nah. Because we got a scripture for that. Don't worry. I'm going to catch y'all later anyway. Yeah? Verse 25 now. Husband, love your wives. So I told y'all, it's not no dictatorship stuff. Yeah? And it's true, man, we got ego and all that stuff. Yeah? Because when we read them scriptures, we're like, yeah, I'm the one. No, shut up. You can't talk, woman. You know what I mean? And I understand that, because obviously, especially as black men, due to the fact that we went through slavery and all that stuff, we got some lack of, what's it called? We got this complex thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we've been stripped away from masculinity and all that stuff, the white man and all that. Anyway, it's a long story, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah? So then, we got this ego that makes no sense, you know what I mean? Yeah? But with the scriptures, if we follow what they're telling us, yeah, we won't need this prove the white man down, man and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah? Obviously, it's one of the curses, but you know what I mean? So, here you go. We got a script right there, and it can help us. Yeah? So, I'm going to pick up the beginning again. Yeah? So, still in Ephesians. Now it's verse 25. Chapter 5, verse 25. Yeah? Once again. Husbands, love your wives. Check this out now. Even as Hamashiach also loved the assembly or church and gave himself for it. That's deep right there. Because it's not only a thing where, oh yeah, I'm the head and all that stuff. Shut up, woman, and all that. No. Yeah? There's some other stuff. Men, or the husband is supposed to love his wife. Remember the relationship that Hamashiach, or what y'all call Christ, had with his disciples. He calls them my friends. Know what I mean? The Most High in the flesh called you my friend. You know what I'm talking about? That's crazy, y'all. Yeah? So then think about that as well. Because if you don't know how Hamashiach moved with the disciples, then you ain't going to know how to move your wife. That's literally what's going to happen. Because the example is Hamashiach. Yeah? The word in the flesh. Yahuah in the flesh. Yeah? And I got a lesson in that too for those of y'all that's going to scream behind the what's it called? The screen. Yeah? But anyway. 26 now. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word. 27. That he might present it to himself a glorious church, a glorious assembly, not having spot or wrinkles or any such things, but that it should be holy and without blemish. Remember, Yahusha is the lamb without blemish and all that stuff, so like proper clean, basically. Yeah, and we're talking about physical, but then also he's making a metaphor. Sorry, about being clean, like spiritually. Yeah. So if we do these things, then we are clean. Does that make sense? Yeah, without blemish, we are clean. Yeah, we are worthy. But if we don't do these things, what are we? Unclean, unholy. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for us to understand these roles. Yeah? It's extremely important for us to understand these roles. Men and women have roles. We are not equal. Literally. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all. Yeah? So all of this, yeah, we should be equal stuff. No, we're not. And it's not even a bad thing. I don't want to be equal to women. Yeah? And I'm sure women do not want to be equal to men. Yeah? And I'm not talking about, women should not have the same salary as men. I don't care about that. We don't care about that. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Or women should not be educated or whatever. No. That's nonsense. Because even through Torah, the women of Yah were educated on the Torah, on the word of the Most High. So all of that makes no sense. But we're talking about when it comes to our households, the men as a role and the women as a role. Period. I'm from West Africa, and my parents, I never seen my mom doing some mad stuff at home. My mom is a woman, and when my dad speaks, the whole house is silent. Yeah? So we need to get back to the source, y'all. If we the Israelite, we're going to move like the Israelite. It's not even if we are, but I'm saying, yeah, for those of y'all, you were talking about, oh yeah, we're the Israelite, but you don't want to do what the Israelite we're doing. Yeah? So, let's get our ish together, y'all. It's the last days. We got the Corona thing going on and all that stuff. These devils are going to rise up against us sooner or later, or I don't know how many time we got left. But we got to get in line with the word of the Most High. Yeah? Verse 28 now. So, our men to love their wives as their own body. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. 29. For no man ever yet hated his own body, his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as Hamashiach the assembly. Deep, it's deep. Yeah. So, if you love your wife, you love yourself. Because your wife is your neighbor, right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. Like the Torah told us. Yeah? So once again, this parallel between, respecting other people means that you're respecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even in your household. So, once again, I just want to put that in your head, yeah? Some of you campers out there, your Hebrews campers. Yeah? Stop listening to your so-called leaders, your so-called elders. They're talking crap. Yeah? They're saying about you ruling over a woman with a rod of iron and all that stuff. What I'm seeing that I'm thinking these guys are nuts. Nah, this is about love and mercy too. Yeah, because a good leader is not a dictator. And I'm talking about what people call dictators nowadays. I'm talking about real dictator, like slave raider and all that stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, with that being said, if we know our roles, then we'll be able to thrive through life, and through these times that we're in. Yeah? Verse 30. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bone. Talking about the Mashiach, right? Yeah? Verse 31 now. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother. So he's quoting Genesis. He's quoting Torah right there. For you devils Christians. Yeah? Let's keep it moving. And shall be joined unto his wife. And they shall be one flesh. Yeah? If we're not performing our roles, we're not one flesh. Believe that. Or should I say, we're not one flesh for the good reasons then. Yeah? So, once again, yeah, the order of things. If we're going against the order of things, we're becoming dysfunctional. Now we're bringing disorder onto the creation of the Most High. And that's what Satan did. This is what the Satan did. Satan, the adversary. Yeah? He tried to mess up the creation. This is what his fallen angels did in the time of Enoch. And Noah and all that stuff. They tried to mess up the creation. So if you want to be a part of that gang, you can do that. But us, we're going to walk, yeah, according to the ordinances, the ways, the statutes and commandments, and words of the Most High. Yeah? So, know your roles, men and women. This is not slavery. No one is a slave to another, but there's a mutual respect. Right? And I really need y'all to understand that. Alright, so for the second part of this investigation, we're talking about why should we get married. There's a reason why we should get married. Yeah? So we're talking about first the order of things. So men first, women second. Right? And should I say higher than both of these? Mashiach and also the Most High. Yeah? But that's our order. We check that. Now, second part, we need to know why we need to get married. Because there's a reason why. Yeah? We're not going to just follow blindly. That's not what the scripture says anywhere. Yeah? There's reason for everything anyway. Remember, the Most High is the Elohim, Yahuah is the Elohim of order, not confusion. So when we do something, there's a reason for. Yeah? Most times. So, let's dive into it. We're going to start with Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Yeah? Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. And see. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. Check this out. He said undefiled. So, if y'all are cheating on each other and all that stuff, your bed is defiled. Unclean. Yeah? Here we go. The bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, Elohim will judge. Once again, remember what we're being told in Genesis. A man shall leave his mother and father, yeah, and cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So, with that being said, yeah, this is the reason why we got to marry. Because the Most High said it. He said that's what's going to happen. Yeah? That's what's going to happen. It got to happen. If the Most High said it, it will happen. Right? So now if you're going against it, then at the end, you're going to be judged. This is simple. So, one of the good reasons why we got to get married. Because marriage is an institution that the Most High made himself. Right? For humans to function properly. If we're not doing so, then we're not functioning properly. We're being dysfunctional once again. Yeah? The scripture is all about being more human. Yeah? That's all the Most High wants us to do and to be more human. Why He intended us to be like at the beginning, this is what He wants us to do. That's why He gave us the law and all of that stuff. That's why He came in the form of a man and all that stuff. YAHUSHA Mashiach. Yeah? So, it's not complicated, y'all. For real. Yeah? It's not complicated. We're following the instructions. We're going to get the thing done. Yeah? Keep moving. We're on 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 2. Yeah? Check this out. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication. Yeah? And I heard some of you Hebrews out there talking about fornication is not what they're making it sound like. Or should I say what they're making it to be. Yeah? Some of y'all are talking about, yeah, it's not sex before marriage, something else or whatever. No. We're going to see what the scripture says. Check this out. Let's keep it moving. Let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband, to avoid fornication. So he was saying that to these so-called Gentiles, right? And for those of some of us believe that they're the 10 lost tribes that were scattered or whatever, yeah, and they forgot they were Israelite or whatever, whatnot. Nevertheless, yeah, same thing for us today. We're scattered. We lost the law. We don't know what to do. We're broken as a nation. Yasharal, yeah, we got to get these advice back on. So to avoid fornication, we should get married. But why is that? Why is that? Because if we're fornicating, we're creating dysfunctional households. And you see the effect of that in our community. Everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. When our women are literally taking care, or should I say, burning up them children by themselves. Yeah? You see the effect in our communities. We're creating criminals. We're creating men that have some sort of female emotions. We're creating men that's never seen a father figures and stuff like that. And that's the effects of fornication. Because if you are here, yeah, giving it up to everybody, at one point you're gonna get pregnancies. And you know that. Or if you are here putting your thing in anybody, bro, yeah, you're gonna get somebody pregnant at one point. That's a fact that y'all know. So to avoid all of this nonsense that we're in now, that we're suffering from, black people, to avoid that, we should get married. And to avoid that, we should not have sex before marriage, because fornication is sex before marriage. Unlawful sex. And let me show you, yeah, that is also in the Old Testament. But first, let me show you the connection with what we read now. Fornication. Between the Old Testament and New Testament. Yeah, let me show you the connection. And just for the experiment, we're going to check the word that they use for fornication in Greek. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, we're still in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 2. Check this out. They say sexual immorality. Yeah, fornication. Look what it says. Porneia, fornication, whoredom, prostitution, literally, idolatry, porneia. Yeah. When I'm going to show you the word that they use in the Septuagint in the Old Testament, yeah, for Deuteronomy, check this out. So once again, some of y'all, you got some huge problem right there. Yeah. Porn is fornication, prostitution. And if you put the graphy next to it, yeah, it means visual. So put the two together. Visual prostitution, y'all. It's deep. Yeah. So we don't want to be part of that. We got to get married. We're sinning if we're not. Fornication is a sin. And I'm going to show you. So now, to further explain, let's pick up at Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 17. Yeah? And you're going to see. Let me show you. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Yasharal, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Now, the definition of a sodomite is someone that practices anal sex and oral sex. This is the definition of a sodomite. Yeah? A lot of people are confused with that word. But in the Hebrew, this is not what they were telling us. There's a verse on men to men or woman relationship. There's a verse about that, and this ain't that one. Yeah? And I'm going to break the glass. Neither there's a verse in the entire scriptures, yeah, talking about people should not be practicing oral sex and anal sex within the confines of marriages. And I'm being honest with y'all, You're not gonna find any. Yeah? Now you can say I have this opinion or whatever, but I did not see any in my script. Yeah? Once again, sodomite, this is not the word used in Hebrew. Remember, your scriptures was written in Hebrew, not in English. So I don't know why people come up with all this stuff. I'm not trying to be on any people's side, but I'm going to tell you all the truth. Let me show y'all. So we're on Bible Hub right now. Yeah. And we're going to check the Hebrew for this word sodomite, right? So I was saying, there is a verse about man-to-man relationship, homosexuality in the scriptures. It's not that one. And there's been some debate about certain sexual practices that people do because, once again, sodomite means people that do anal sex and oral sex. Yeah? So there's been some debate about it, and there's some bring some clarity. There's no such scriptures. There's no such thing in scriptures. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's no such thing in the scriptures. So let's see what the word mean in the Hebrew. So we're still in Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 17. Yeah. And the word used right here is Kadesh. Yeah. We're gonna click on it. And now in masculine, Kadesh, a temple prostitute. Yeah. Called prostitute 2 times. Male called prostitute 2 times. Sodomite once. Temple prostitute 3 times. This is talking about a fornicator, a prostitute, a harlot, yeah, a gigolo and all that stuff. Yeah. These people, a fornicator, literally. So when you see it says sodomite, this is not talking about sodomite that we see today. We qualify them homosexuals and all that stuff. That's not what the scriptures is saying. Yeah, I just wanted to bring some clarity on that because some people are confused with this stuff. Yeah. So once again, we got the scriptures that talks about homosexuality. This is not that one. It's another one. Yeah. So now we got some clarity. So for those of y'all that's afraid about certain sexual practices, ain't no such thing in the script. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't gonna say anything. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now, we're gonna get back to the same verse, but in the Brenton Septuagint version. Remember, as I always say, the Septuagint was written before the KJV, or should I say the Masoretic text. It's way older. It's similar to the Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah? So, with that being said, let's see now what they're saying to us. Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 17. There shall not be a harlot of the daughters of Israel, and there shall not be a fornicator of the sons of Israel. There shall not be an idolatress of the daughters of Israel, and there shall not be an initiated person of the sons of Yasharal. So, with that being said, literally they're telling us no fornication, no prostitute. That's what it means. Yeah? And obviously, if you're having sex before marriage, you're a prostitute. Men, woman. It's not even a thing about women. Men, woman, you having sex before marriage, you're a prostitute according to the scriptures. You're a harlot. Yeah? So, you need to be careful. Yes, you can be forgiven, but you need to stop them ways then. Yeah? Because I'm guilty of that. I didn't know very much, although my dad was a pastor. But he never emphasized on that side of the scriptures. Now that I'm a big man and I'm massive married, I'm against sex before marriage because that's what scriptures tells us. From the Old Testament to the New Testament. From the Tanakh to the Beshorah. What I call gospel now. So, here you go. And my son, yeah, he better keep his things. Yeah, once again, he better keep his thing in his jeans until he get married. Yeah, although he's 2 now, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna scare him when he gets older about them things. Yeah, so I may be laughing, but that's a serious matter right there, because we're told once again, Yahuah told us that idolaters, fornicators, they will not inherit the kingdom of Yahuah. This is dangerous right there. Yeah? So, yeah? Now, let me show you the word, yeah, in Greek that they've used for fornication. And remember the word they used for fornication in the New Testament. Yeah? And you're going to see the parallels. And I'm going to show you also in the Old Testament Septuagint, Strong Concordance, what they were saying in Greek. Same thing. Yeah? So Deuteronomy chapter 23. Click on it. Scroll down. We're waiting for 17. For 14. 1 verse 17. Bear in mind, that's older than the KJV. So, just get this straight. Get this straight. Yeah, 16, 17. Look, the word used in the New Testament was G4204. That's 4203. We'll click on it. Boom. Yeah. Here we go. Gloss. To prostitute. Or fornicate. Practice idolatry. Or fornicate. Yeah. And look what they're saying here. Derivation from G204. Yeah, and look what they're saying. Committed fornication. To sin sexually. And they equate it with practicing idolatry. Yeah? To prostitute. So fornication is prostitution. Yeah? Look what they're saying here. Very strong G402. Next. Strong G4. Sorry, G204. Yeah? G402. Yeah? So, here we go. That's what we're talking about. Yeah? So, fornication is not new. It comes from the Old Testament. It's in Torah. It's a sin. Breaking the law is breaking Torah. Torah is the law. So, here we go. Yeah? So, for devil's Christians, you're practicing, when you're talking about sex before marriage and all that stuff, it's not good. That comes from the Old Testament. That's the law. So y'all make no sense when y'all say the Lord's done away with. Let's keep it moving. We want Leviticus chapter 19 verse 29. Leviticus chapter 19 verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. So, if this was the case for the Israelites, that they should not prostitute their daughters, that the land fall not into whoredom, can you imagine what's going on in our lands right here? Yeah? America, Europe, and all of that. There's prostitutes everywhere. Nobody cares about sex before marriage and all that stuff. Unless they're kind of Christians. And even people that talk about they're Christian, they don't even respect them things. So can you imagine? These lands are wicked. And that's the reason why the Most High is going to come back and destroy everybody. Or should I say, all the sinners. Yeah? So we have clear instructions right here. And that's one of them reasons why they're telling you that the Lord is done away with. Because subconsciously, if you believe that the Lord is done away with, then all them things that the Bible says makes no sense then. Subconsciously. But the Lord is not done away with. The laws of the Most High stand forever. His ways and his judgment is forever. Yeah? It is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one dot of the law to pass away. That's the words of your Jesus that y'all Christians say you love. But clearly, y'all don't. Yeah? So, once again, yeah? Fornication is a sin. Prostitution equals fornication. Prostitution is pornea. Yeah? Fornication is pornea. Yeah? So, in Greek, yeah? So, here we go. Clear as day. Keep it moving. We're on Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely undo her to be his wife. Yeah? I brought it out because a lot of us, especially men, we're sleeping everywhere. Yeah? We're putting out things everywhere. Yeah? We're baking the cookies everywhere. Yeah? Having the cookies everywhere. And making babies everywhere. But our scripture says that if you touch such woman, yeah, although it's talking about a virgin basically, yeah, a woman that's basically not betrothed, so that means that you guys are not even engaged or whatever, yeah, you're supposed to be her husband. So that's why when you sleep around, you're a covenant breaker, a liar. And if us that are the real Israelite, we are under a curse because we have broken the covenant. So what about y'all Gentiles that's sleeping around and that don't even care about marriage and all that stuff? Yeah? You're a covenant breaker too, because she's supposed to be your wife if you sleep with her. So you're going to get double punishment. How about that? And same thing for y'all Israelite or Negroes out there. Yeah, that's sleeping around. Double punishment, double curse. How about that? Yeah, it's not a joke, y'all. It's not a joke. Believe that. Let's continue on Mark 10, verse 6. But from the beginning of the creation, Elohim made them male and female. Yeah, we're going to go through verse 9. Verse 7 now. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Verse 8. And they twain shall be one flesh. So then there are no more twain but one flesh. What therefore Elohim hath joined together, let no man put asunder. Yeah? So the importance of marriage, because when you touch somebody, you are one flesh. That's what it is. So you can't be going around, yeah, melting with everybody. Yeah? Especially nowadays, y'all going in some dark paths. Yeah? Touching the same sex and all that stuff. So, you know what I mean? You may not talk too much before they cut this video down and all that stuff. Yeah? So once again, you're free to do whatever you want to do, but you're going to pay for the repercussion after. Yeah? There are consequences of your freedom. But let me not deviate from the purpose of this part of the lesson. Why should we get married? There is spiritual attachment when we get together. Yeah? Why should we get married? Because it's honorable. And because this is the way the Most High wants men to operate. When I say man, I'm talking about mankind. Yeah? So if we're not doing so, we're going against the will of the Most High. The commandments of the Most High. The law of the Most High. The word of the Most High. Get it? Got it? Alright. Yeah? Alright. Let's keep moving. We want our 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 8. But we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully. Yeah? Why does he mention that if the law is done away with? Why is the law good if y'all Christian talk about the law is done away with? But people in the scriptures, they're telling us that the law is good if you use it lawfully, obviously. Keep it moving. Verse 9 now. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and the disobedient, for the ungodly and for the sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers. So if we are sinners, Yeah? Who's the law with then? Sorry, who's the law for then? Yeah? I need to mention that. I need to put that in for y'all to understand. Yeah? Because some of y'all that's gonna watch this video, you are against the law of the Torah. But now you're told that this is for you because you're a sinner too. All men have sinned. The only one that did not is Yahushua Mashiach. And that proves that he's not a man. That proves. Come on, man. Anyway. Yeah? Let's keep moving. We want excuse me. We want Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 15 to 16. Yeah? See, I have said before thee this day, life and good, death and evil. Verse 16 now. In that I command thee this day, that the love of Yahuah thy Elohim, this day, to love Yahuah thy Elohim, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgment, that thou mayest live and multiply, and Yahuah thy Elohim shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. So remember, yeah, that he said life and good and death and evil. Yeah? And why? Because we have to make a choice. But two, yeah, also, remember, this law is that life. The commandments, that's the life. So all of that, we've been commanded by the Most High to get married and all of this stuff. To create households. Yeah? To be functional. That's the command of the Most High. Not to prostitute and all that stuff, because if you're not getting married, so you're prostituting. Yeah? We're being commanded by the Most High to do so. That's his law. That's the requirement that he wants from us for our own good. So that all of this stuff, we won't need to avoid and all that stuff. Abortion because you sleep with somebody and then, I'm too young and all that. Nah. These are fake excuses. You weren't too young when you went to sleep, yeah? And just to add to it, yeah, y'all talking about rape and all that stuff. It's not even, they talk about 1% of people that overdose does that. Most time is willfully sex that they had. But anyway, to prevent all of that stuff, growing up without a father and all that stuff, growing up in a broken household and all that stuff, yeah, to prevent all that, that's why we're getting married. That's why we're not having sex before marriage. So we need to get to know each other and all that stuff. Come on, y'all. It's common sense. The Most High gave us everything for us to live a good life. We're making it complicated, man. Literally. And I'm talking about men in general, like Adam, like the old earth. Not only the Israelite, the Negroes, but like everybody. We're making it complicated. And side note for y'all Israelite, once again, we need to get our ish together. Because we are fornicators out there. Look at our music. Rap. We're talking about unlawful relationship most time. My B is doing this and that. Da, 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 da. I do this to my B. Da, 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 da. My niggas do this. Da, 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 da. He does this to me. Da, 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 da. Yeah, look at our music. Look at the way we dress. Come on, y'all. Ain't wondering why everything is not okay. We gotta wake up. That's why I call it marriage. Black Hebrew Israelite, wake up. We gotta wake up, man. This lesson is a wake up call. Believe me. Yeah? And I think the Most High will put that in my spirit to make it. Let's keep moving. We wanna verse 19 now. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19 now. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed. So when Moshe was telling that to our ancestors, they're talking about us, basically. Yeah? That both you and your seed may live. Yeah? So getting back to that law, to that Torah, is life. This is why Hamashiach, when he came on the scene, he said, I'm the way to life. Because Because we need that life. And if we don't follow the commandments of the Most High, we're into darkness. What fellowship of light with darkness? You know what I mean? So once again, this is the reason why you gotta marry. Or should I say get married? Yeah? To not fall into darkness. To not die. Literally. Yeah? Let's keep moving. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 13. Meat for the belly, and the belly for the meat. But Elohim shall destroy both it and them. Now, the body is not for fornication, but for Yahuah. Yeah? And Yahuah for the body. So, here we go. We were not made for fornication. To sleep around and all that. Our body is not designed for that. Although people do that, yeah, that don't mean that's the right thing to do. This was not the plan at first. The scripture was talking about a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. This was the plan at first. Yeah? And I don't even want to get into this polygamy stuff because not all of y'all are fit for that stuff. Yeah? Polygamy is not a sin, but not all of y'all are fit for that stuff. Yeah? Instead, to get back to your roots. I'm talking about to y'all Negroes, yeah? Instead to get back to your roots. Trying to stay away from idolatry and fornication and that stuff. Y'all talking about you want more than one wife. When you're not even fit for that. Yeah? Make sure that you get yourself right with the Most High, yeah, and then you completely turn away from all the nonsense that you used to do, that you're doing. Then you can talk about, yeah, I'm a righteous man, so now I can actually take care of two wives. But if you want if you want more kiddies, that don't make any sense then. That was my sign on polygamy. Yeah, but either way, the Most High created the men to go with one woman, and that's it. Yeah, polygamy is another lesson for another day. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, it's not a sin. We'll talk about it. Yeah. So let's keep it moving. On our 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18 through 20. Check this out. Once again, yeah, the reason why we should get married. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Why are you sinning against your own body? Because you're defiling yourself. And fornication is in the same bag as masturbation. Because masturbation, yeah, is literally spiritual fornication. The same way YAHUSHA says that he that hates his brother is a murderer, because in your head you hating your brother, so you might as well just kill him on real life. Yeah? Or the same way you're told also, yeah, by Mashiach again, that he that looks upon a woman, yeah, and lust after her. Yeah, so and lust after her has already committed adultery in his heart. Yeah? So if you are here masturbating, yeah, you're committing fornication in your heart. So it's the same ways anyway. The attention. That's what we're talking about. Torah is deep, y'all. Yeah? And all this stuff they mention in Torah, yeah? Just to remind you Christians out there. Yeah? But what I'm trying to get to is that we're told to flee fornication. Physically and spiritually. We were not designed for that. Fornication is being dysfunctional. And look at the world we're in now. Yeah, it's true. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. But look at our world now. Look at the children that we're bringing into this world. Come on, y'all. We need to get back to the Most High. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah? 19 now. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of Elohim? Sorry, of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is in you, which ye have of Elohim, and ye are not your own. Because you even have the breath of life in you, y'all. It's actually the spirit of the Most High, if you read the scriptures, yeah? The breath of life is literally the spirit of the Most High. So, your body is not only yours. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're defiling your body, you're defiling the temple of the Most High. You're defiling the space of the Most High. You're getting yourself dirty. And you're getting the Most High dirty, literally. That's what it is. Or should I say the habitation of the Most High, you're getting dirty. So that's why you got to get married, so you keep it clean. You know what I mean? Not complicated. It's not rocket science. So now, let's dive into the third part of this lesson investigation. So, for the third part of this lesson investigation, so the first part, we saw the order of things. We know the order of things now. Second part, we saw why we should get married, the reason behind it. Yeah? Now we know it's to avoid fornication, because fornication was not intended for men at first. Yeah, or should I say mankind? Yeah? Okay. Yeah? And we know that fornication then leads to a punishment at Judgment Day. Right? And we're trying to be holy. We're not trying to be defiled. So that's the reason why people should get married. Now, we're diving into the third part of this lesson investigation, which is how to get married according to the Hebrew culture. Now, there's not much data on exactly how it went. Yeah? Disclaimer. But we have some cultural elements that implies that they were doing certain things. Yeah? In order for them to get married. Yeah? And spoiler free. Yeah? Yo, y'all talk about sex as marriage makes no sense. You campers and some of you Hebrews out there, you make no sense. And I'm going to show you why. Yeah? So let's dive into the third part right now. Alright, so let's pick up here Genesis with the beautiful story of Isaac's marriage. Yeah? And I know y'all Hebrews like camper loves to use that to say that you see sex is marriage. Da, da, da. Yeah? And I'm going to show you that y'all make no sense. Yeah? Because sex is something that's supposed to be practiced. Or supposed to stay within the confine of marriage. That is the way you should say it. Not that sex is marriage. But anyway, let's get into it. We're in Genesis chapter 24, verse 1 through 7. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age. And Yahuah had blessed Abraham in all things. Verse 2. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh. And I will make thee swear by Yahuah, the Elohim of heaven, and the Elohim of the earth, that thou shalt not take a wife unto my sons of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. Side note, yeah, I have a lesson on interracial relationship, and it is against the scriptures, so feel free to go check it. I'll leave it in the description below. And to shut some devils down, I also have the video, yeah, proving that Ruth was not a Moabite with the scriptures. So, feel free to check it. It's going to be under the description below. There you go. If you want more information on interracial relationships and that stuff. So, let's keep moving. Yeah? Verse 4. Genesis 24, verse 4. But I shall go unto my country and to my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac. And the servant said unto him, Peradventure, the woman will not be willing to follow me unto this land. Must I need bring thy son again unto the land from whence thou camest? And Abraham said unto him, Beware that thou bring not my son thither again. Verse 7. Yahuah Elohim of heaven, which took me from my father's house, and from the land of my kindred, and which spake unto me, and that swore unto me, saying, Unto thy seed I will give this land. He shall send his angel before you, and thou shalt take a wife unto my son from thence. So he's giving him the blessing and all that stuff. Yeah? So back then, parents was really, should I say, back then. Yeah, in scriptures, parents are actually involved within the process of marriage. You know? And as a West African, it's somewhere like that too. You know? Yeah. As a West African Hebrew. Shout out me. Yeah. It's like that as well. Parents is kind of involved. Like, you can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just do your thing and then disappear. It's not like that. Like, your family got to be involved. You know what I mean? And I think it's respectful to your parents. Like, honor your father and the mother. Come on, man. But I know some of y'all have some crazy families and all that stuff. But still have respect for your family because you come from somewhere. But I'm going to point that out later on. Don't worry. Yeah? Let's keep moving. We're going to jump from verse. So this man is going to get the wife for Abraham's son Isaac. Yeah? And then Abraham blessed him and told him that there's going to be an angel with him and everything's going to be fine. He's going to bring a wife for his son. Yeah? Alright. So far. So keep moving. Now we want verse 12 through 19. So still Genesis, Bereshit chapter 24. We want verse 12 through 19. Let's get it. And he said, Ho Yahuah Elohim, my master Abraham, I pray thee, of my master Abraham, I pray thee, send me good speed this day, and shew kindness unto my master Abraham. So the servant is on his way and all that stuff, you know, to his place and getting wife for Abraham's sons. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of the men of the city come out to draw water. Yeah. So he knew the spot for the girls. Yeah. Funny thing. Let's keep moving. And let it come to pass that the damsel to whom I shall say, let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink. And she shall say, drink. And I will give thy camels drink also. Let the same be she that thou hast appointed for my servant Isaac, for thy servant Isaac, and thereby shall I know that thou hast shewed kindness unto my masters. So it's a lot of prayer going on, you know what I'm saying? Like something that we don't do most times. We don't pray for a relationship or to find somebody, you know what I'm saying? We just click on Tinder and all that nonsense. You know what I mean? Yeah, although it was not the person doing that, but I'm sure Isaac was doing that too. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like our parents sometimes they do that, you know what I'm saying? I mean like, you know, I don't know where people come from most times, but our parents do that. So you know, it's very important to pray because you want the Most High to guide you to a good person, you know what I mean? So like that's a side note for y'all. Yeah, keep that in mind. Like everything that we see in the scriptures is good, yeah, for teaching, learning, rebuke, and all that stuff. Come on, man. Yeah, let's keep moving. Verse 15. And it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. Verse 16. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, so she was good looking. That's what he's talking about. A virgin. Once again, at that time, virginity was very prized, and it should be now. Yeah? Here we go. Neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher and came up. 17. And the servant ran to meet her and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher. And she said, drink, my lord, drink, my Adam. And she hasted and let down her pitch upon her hand and gave him drink. 10. And when she had done giving him drink, she said, I will draw water for thy camel also, until thou have done drinking. So now he was like, yes, Yahuah, thanks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So far, once again, just wanted to read that so y'all get an insight on the whole story, because I can't just jump into the full thing. But also, I wanted to point out, as I was saying, that prayer is very important when you want to meet somebody and all that stuff. Yeah, because Yahuah can answer our prayers, and He will if we do it with a good heart. You know what I mean? And also if we keep the commandments. But sometimes He does it because He wants His will to be done. You know what I mean? So yeah. So let's keep moving. Now we're gonna jump to verse 50 through 53. If I'm not wrong, or 51, sorry, to 53. Yeah, so still in Genesis 24, verse 51 to 53. Behold, Rebekah is before thee. Take her and go. Let her be thy master's son's wife, as Yahuah has spoken. So now that's the permission of the parents and all that stuff. You know, everything's going down. Yeah, verse 52. And it came to pass that when Abraham's servant heard their words, he worshipped Yahuah, bowing himself to the earth. So once again, we have confirmation that that's the parents. Yeah, giving the permission for Abraham's servant to take the woman back home. Right? 53 now. And the servant brought forth jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and gave them to Rebekah. He gave also to her brother and to her mother precious things. Stop there. Yeah, that's Hebrew culture right there. Right? These are the Shemite culture right there. Yeah. Funny thing, we do that in West Africa. Still up to this day. You can't just take somebody's daughter, yeah, and just say you're gonna impregnate her or whatever, and just take her and go, yeah, and say hello and go. Nah, she's somebody's daughter. She worth something, right? Virgin or not, she worth something, yeah. So sister, let me give you an advice. If this brother wants to marry you, yeah, and he's just gonna take you and not even give you anything in return to your family, yeah, and to you for that matter, don't give him nothing. And I'm talking about nada, nothing. Your hand, the cookie and all that stuff, nothing. Yeah, because you're worth something, sister. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about when these people talk about sex is marriage. I have sisters telling me that people brothers texting them and telling them, yeah, let's sleep together so you can be my wife. What about what you have to offer and all that stuff? You know what I mean? Can you take it over? So if you're not even capable to go to her family, yeah, and see where she comes from and all that stuff, because she's somebody's daughter at the end of the day, even though she don't know her father or she don't know her mother or whatever, yeah, if you're not capable of doing that, you're not worthy to be a husband. You don't need the cookie and all that, yeah. So once again, sis, do not let these men just take you like that. Yeah? And brothers, please, yeah? You're talking about you Hebrews and all that stuff, so do what the Hebrew were doing then. Here we go. Yeah? So they're pointing out. So just further proof that it's not all about sex. Because they have to go there and talk to the family and all that stuff. That's a long process right there, yeah? So again, you devils talking about sex. You're talking crap. It's bull. It's bull. Alright, keep moving. Yeah, still in Genesis chapter 24, we're on to verse 62 now. Yeah, verse 62, Genesis chapter 24, verse 62 through 67. And Isaac came from the way of the well of Lairoi, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the Aventard. And he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. 24. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lifted up the camel. Verse 65 now. For she had said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. Yeah? 66 now. And the servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. Yeah? And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. Now, we don't know. People like to just assume. We're talking about he took her to his tent. Yeah? And she became his wife. We ain't be talking about he laid with her, because scripture says he laid with her most times, even in Genesis. Yeah? So, I'm open to all suggestions. But, all I'm saying is that before, they were talking about, you went to get her, give something to the family, meeting the family, and all that stuff. Even though it's the servant that did that. Yeah? But regardless, something happened before that. Before they may have sex or whatever, or may come together or whatever, there's been a covenant made. An exchange made. That's what I'm saying. Yeah? And then afterwards, he loves her. Yeah? And that's his wife. Yeah? So, cut the crap with sex is marriage. Yeah? That's what I wanted y'all to know. And that's why I brought out that whole story. Now, let's further see what it says about marriage. Yeah? We want Exodus chapter 16 through 17. Exodus chapter 16 through 17. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endue her to be his wife. Verse 17. If her father already refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Now, these talking about virgins, I know. Yeah? But I just wanted to show y'all for some cultural elements for us to understand. Yeah? The thing is that women worth something. You can't just pick up people and all that. Yeah? They're worth something. Yeah? And I'll show you it's not only if they're virgins. Yeah? I'll show you later. Don't worry. Now we want 2 Samuel chapter 3 verse 14. Yeah? 2 Samuel chapter 3 verse 14. Yeah? And David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, Saul's son, saying, Deliver me my wife, Michal, which I espoused to me for 100 foreskin of the Philistines. So, I just brought that out to show y'all that women worth something. Yeah? You can't just pick up women just like that, like these campers are making it look like. Yeah? And I'll show you it's not only if they're virgins. But regardless, our sister's worth something. You want to marry a woman, you need to get to know her family. She has a price. It needs to be an exchange, literally. That's according to the Hebrew scriptures. This is not according to Torah or whatever. That's according to the Hebrew culture. The actual culture. Yeah? And also there's some elements of, obviously, Torah and that, obviously. But the culture, yeah, that we see from Abraham and all the way to David and all that stuff, they were giving things in exchange of a woman. Yeah? They were giving gifts. Because people worth something. You know what I mean? So, y'all brothers, not seeing any worth in sisters and just taking them and then, oh yeah, let's go, whatever. Nah. This ain't real. This ain't real. Yeah? This in the culture. You're going against the culture then. But anyway, keep moving. 1 Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28 to 29. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, verse 29, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. He may not put her away all his days. So humbled her, he defiled her, basically. Some other translation says defiling or whatever. Yeah? Why? Because if somebody is touching you, you're unclean then. Yeah, that's why virginity was prized on the time of the scriptures. And it should be prized right now. We awakening right now with the Israelites and all that stuff. Yeah? Make sure your daughter is not going out sleeping with people. Anybody. Woman, man, whatever. Make sure your daughters are not going out sleeping and all that stuff. Yeah? Then to keep their virginity till they get married. Same thing for your sons. Because I showed y'all, there shall not be a fornicator among the sons of Israel, and a harlot among the sons of Israel. Yeah? And that goes for you people that call yourselves Christians or whatever. You say you believe in scriptures, we all going to follow the same rules. There shall be one Torah for the stranger, one Torah for the natives. Israelite. So, here we go. Yeah? And I point that out to make y'all understand. Yeah? So once again, and one thing I wanted to mention, people would like to say, oh, how can it be? Because that speech is basically literally talking about raping right there, if I'm not wrong. But the thing is that we're not in the same time. For example, let me say something. The way virginity was prized, it was such a thing then. If a woman would be known to in the culture of the Israelite, if a woman was known to not be a virgin, she won't get married. Nobody was gonna want to touch her. Look what they're saying. He humbled her. Yeah? Or he defiled her basically. By touching her. By sleeping with her. So if a woman was not a virgin, then you was less likely to get married among the Hebrew Israelite. Yeah? So that's why we had to make that law. So then it's going to be fair for the woman. So she's going to get, because also women want to get married. So that's one thing as well. Yeah? You need to teach your daughters to want to be a wife. And that's the thing that, I'm sorry to say that, but you brothers and sisters that's on the other side of the sea, yeah? You brothers of the diaspora and all that, you guys, I'm sorry, but y'all don't teach your daughters to be wives. Yeah? And you should. I'm not saying that people in West Africa, will be perfect, but y'all, you're going too far. You do not teach people to get married. Yeah? I know there's a small remnant of y'all, they've been Christians for a long time and all that stuff, so you're teaching your daughters and all that stuff. Yeah, I understand that. But the great majority do not. So you brothers and sisters from the diaspora, you need to wake up. Yeah? And make sure that your daughters want to be wives. And that your sons want to be husbands. Yeah? I just want to put that out there. So if people are not happy, I said what I said, and it's the truth. Y'all know. Let's keep moving. Yeah? Yes. Keep it moving on to the next part. Yeah? We're going to get some more cultural elements in regards to marriage. Yeah? And we shall see this. This is the book of Tobit right here. Everyone. Chapter 6. Yeah? 1 verse 10 through 13. So book of Tobit in the Apocrypha. Chapter 6 verse 10 through 13. This is the accounts of Tobit's marriage. Yeah? Or Tobit's wedding if you want. So let's get it. The angel said to the young woman, the young man, brother, today we shall lodge with Rachel, who is thy cousin. He also hath one only daughter, named Sarah. I will speak for her, that she may be given thee for a wife. Let's keep moving. Verse 11. For to thee doeth the right of her appertain, seeing thou only art her kindred. Yeah? Verse 12 now. And the maid is fair and wise. Now therefore, hear me. I will speak to her, father. And when we return from Rages, we will celebrate the marriage. For I know that Rachel cannot marry her to another according to the law of Moshe, but he shall be guilty of death, because the right of inheritance doeth rather pertain to thee than to another. So basically, according to the law, kinsmen and all that stuff and all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's why they doing all that. Yeah. Remember, he said there's more law of Moshe, so we know what the law says. Yeah. Let's keep moving. Verse 15 now. Then the angel said unto him, Doest thou not remember the precept which thy father gave thee, that thou shouldest marry a wife of thy own kindred? So all the way to Tobit, which is like way after, I think it's the Assyrian captivity or whatever. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, all the way there. They're still talking about not marrying other nations. Let's keep moving. For I gave thee, that thou shouldest marry a wife of thy own kindred. Wherefore hear me. And that's the angel telling him, yeah? Keep moving. Wherefore hear me, O my brother, for she shall be given thee to wife, and make thou no reckoning of the evil spirit. For the same night shall she be given thee in marriage. So basically, this woman had a problem. Spoiler free. So the woman had a problem. She had some devils in her. Yeah, she was not possessed, but she was some devil. There were some devils persecuting her, in the sense where anytime she would get married, if the man sleeps with her, the man will die the very day. Let's keep moving. We're going to get more clarity on that. Yeah. So we want verse 16 now. And when thou shalt come into the marriage chamber, thou shalt take thee ashes of perfume, and shalt lay upon them some of the heart and liver of the fish, and shall make a smoke with it. So the angel is giving them a prescription to get rid of the evil spirit. Yes, right now, nowadays, we only need the name of YAHUSHA to cast devils and whatever, but that's not New Testament right here. Yeah, that's Apocrypha. Yeah, literally in between New Testament and Old Testament, if you want. Yeah, so this is not saying that you should use perfume and all that stuff. That's the angel's prescription. The angels have knowledge that we do not have. So just let y'all know. Some people are crazy out there. They're gonna read that and they're gonna want to do that and get themselves in trouble with the Most High. Yeah. Verse 17. And the devil shall smell it and flee away, and never come again anymore. But when thou shalt come to her, rise up both of you, and pray to Elohim, which is merciful, whom will have pity on you, and save you. Fear not, for she is appointed unto thee from the beginning, and thou shalt preserve her, and she shall go with you. Moreover, I suppose that she shall bear these children. Now, when Tobias had heard these things, he loved her, and his heart was effectually joined to her. So, once again, I showed y'all and I told y'all that it's not because a woman is not a virgin that she's nothing. Yeah, because a lot of things that we heard, paying this price or whatever, it was for virgin most times. Yeah, or virgin that's been defiled lately. But now, there's some interesting things that we're going to see in here. Yeah? So, that's before he's going to get her. Yeah? Alright. Let's keep moving now. We want verse chapter 7. So, chapter 7. We want verse 1 to 2. Yeah? And when they were come to Ecbatane, or whatever you want to call it, they came to the house of Rachel, and Sarah met them. And after they had saluted one another, she brought them into the house. Verse 2. Then said Rachel to Edna, his wife, how like is this young man, Tobit, my cousin? Yeah, we're going to jump to verse 4 now. Then he said to them, do you know Tobit, our kinsman? And they said, we know him. Then said he is in good health. Is he in good health? Because they want to know if it's good, because if anything has to go down, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's keep moving. Yeah, we're going to jump to verse 13 now, in verse 13 through 18, still in chapter 7. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and took her by the hand, and gave her to be wife to Tobias. So check this out now, saying, behold, take her after the law of Moshe, and lead her away to thy father, and be blessed. And he blessed them. So that's one thing. We talk about Hebrew culture right there, how they will get married. Parents' blessing is important. You saw that's the same accounts that we had from Abraham's time. Yeah, parents were blessing people. Yeah, you can go, don't worry, I bless you. Know what I mean? So if you got parents, get them involved in your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Get them blessings. Me, before I got the hand of my woman, I went and asked man to man to the father. You know what I mean? Face to face, we spoke. Then I also asked my father. You know what I'm saying? My parents, their blessing. It's important. It's not nothing. Yeah? Even if you don't talk to your parents or whatever, yeah, you need to speak to any parents, uncle or whatever, a family member. Because you don't belong to nobody. You come from somewhere. Regardless of y'all, don't do the tribalism or whatever, especially, I'm talking about my people, yeah? Y'all Negroes over there, you know what I mean, in the States or Jamaica or whatever. Y'all not tribalists like that. But you need to remember that's in you. Don't worry. Yeah? But still, you need to involve the family and all that stuff like back then when we were the whole tribe. Yeah? And that's why I'm doing these videos, so we're going to remember our culture and then we're going to imply the things that we've been told to do. Because it's crisis right now. Coronavirus ain't nothing. Yeah? We got worse than that our day. So, get our ish together and let's get married. Yeah? Let's be functional, y'all. You don't know how long we have until Yahuah's coming back or Yahusha's coming back. Right? So, let's do that. Let's do this right. Yeah? Here we go. Let's continue. Verse 14. And called Edna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenant, and sealed it. So that's another thing. The covenant. Even the covenant in the scriptures between the Israelite and the Most High, because we literally married the Most High. Yeah, at Mount Sinai. Yeah, it was written also. Why? So that way you can't say, no, I did not do this. Because some people, they were bad mind. Yeah, they will marry this woman and say, no, I don't know you. I don't know you. Don't know this stuff. You're not my wife. Now, we got a record that you did say, yes, she's my wife with your name on it. And we should continue this. And that's the same thing we do today anyway. Yeah? Most people, when they get married, they for papers and all that stuff. Yeah? In that case, if anything, we know we can go to this person or that person. You know what I mean? So it's the same process right there. The Most High does not do anything for no reason. Yeah? So you want to know how to get married according to Hebrew culture? You need to make a covenant with the mouth and also written. So he's unbroken now. Yeah? Let's keep moving. Verse 15. Then they begin to eat. 16. After Rachel called his wife Edna and said unto her, sister, prepare another chamber and bring her in thither. 17. Which when she had done as he had bidden her, she brought her thither, and she wept, and she received the tears of her daughter, and said unto her, be of good comfort, my daughter. Yahuah of heaven and earth give thee joy for this thy sorrow. Be of good comfort, my daughter, because she knows that she got this problem when everybody sleeps with her. When they get married, the man die straight away. So that's why she was crying, because she didn't want to kill nobody. Yeah. And that's some things that we should actually think about, sometimes, because that's not an issue. Some of us, we got spirits. It's true. We got spirits. It's not even the fact that it's on us, but it can be around us and making things bad in our life. So some of us, we get into relationship and then this and that happen and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes spirits, yeah, it's not only us that we do stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Although I should not take away our guilt on that, but I'm saying sometimes also spiritual entities can be involved. That's why some people do not go far in their relationships or whatever in their marriages and all that stuff. People get married 15 times and all that stuff. Like crazy, man. You got 4 or 5 different baby fathers. What the heck? You know what I mean? Or you got 4 or 5 different baby mothers. What the heck? You know what I mean? So we got to keep that on mind too. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need the name of the Yahushua Mashiach to get rid of these devils. Yeah? But anyway, we keep moving. We're on chapter 8 now. And we're on verse 1 to 3. And when they had supped, they brought Tobias in unto her. So then he's going to meet her and all that stuff. They already had the covenant. They basically fixed, you know what I'm saying, before the marriage. Yeah, or for the marriage. And now it's literally honeymoon. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that different than what we're doing now. Culturally, it's not super different. Now, even especially like people from West Africa, now it's not different than us. You know what I mean? Literally, what's going on? I can show you. That's actually the things that we do, the way they're doing it, giving gifts to the family and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. No written covenant, but giving gifts to the family, getting the family involved and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wanting a virgin and all that stuff. That's a lot of West African culture. This make me understand that with the Israelite. But anyway, yeah. So let's continue. Verse 2. And as he went, he remembered the words of Raphael, because the angel was Raphael. But anyway, and took the ashes of the perfumes, and put the heart and the liver of the fish thereupon, and made a smoke therewith. Because remember, the angel told him to do these things, so the devil gonna flee and never come back. Verse 3. The which smell, when the evil spirit had smelled, he flee unto the uttermost part of Egypt, Israel. And the angel bound him. Yeah? So this time, there was a trap. So when my man just trying to move, or I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to be off, yeah, escape, boom, he's going to catch him and bound him. Yeah? That's what's the plan. Well, let's continue. Yeah, just to make y'all understand also. Yeah, I want to read the whole story so y'all can understand that it's not all the time us that's doing stuff. Maybe sometimes you can have an evil spirit. Yeah, but that's done to spiritual warfare. That's another lesson as well. That I should do. Yeah. Okay, moving. You wanna chapter 8 and verse 13 now. So the maid opened the door and went in and found them both asleep. So basically, because obviously they know what's going on with her, the woman, yeah, every time people marry her and want to sleep with her, they die. So then she was going to make sure that the guy is dead or whatever. Yeah. But if she found them asleep. Yeah. Verse 14. And came forth and told them that he was alive. Yeah. So, all praise to the Most High. The devil left, and now the brother can get married with the woman and live happily. Hallelujah. Yeah. Let's continue the story. We're going to jump to verse 18. Yeah. Then Rangel bade his servant to fill the grave, because actually they were going to get rid of the body and all that stuff. Not get rid of it, but I'm saying. Yeah. Verse 19. And kept the wedding feast 14 days. So married, honeymoon, and then honey feast. Sorry, and then the feast. You know what I'm saying? Because they were already feasting anyway. Yeah? But then they extended the thing because he's still alive. You know what I mean? So, it's not that different than what we're doing right now, nowadays. Yeah, it's not extremely different. Yeah? I'll say it's a lot similar anyway. Yeah? Parents' blessing and all that stuff, prayers and all that stuff. So, you got your recipe for a good marriage. Yeah? Verse 20 now. For before the days of the marriage were finished, Regel had said unto him by an oath that he should not depart till the 14 days of the marriage were expired. Verse 21. And then he should take half of the goods. Yeah, the exchange. I told y'all, exchange. She's not a virgin. We know that for a fact. But she's still worth something. Look. Half of his goods. And go in safety to his father. And she should have the rest when I and my wife be dead. You know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Yeah? Still in exchange. Doesn't matter. You want to get somebody's daughter as your wife, you need to pay the price. She's worth something. It's not even bad. Gifts. Yeah? You can't take somebody's daughter and then you just take it like that. No. Like, come on, man. So, here we go. For this part of the lesson. Let's dive into the fourth part now. So now we're in the fourth part of this lesson. An investigation. And it's going to be about, bro, who are you looking for? So in part 3, yeah, we saw that, how to get married according to the Hebrew culture. Yeah. And then before we saw in part 2, we saw why should we get married. And then in part 1, yeah, we saw the order of things in our household, in our respective household. So now, because we're going to get married and all that stuff, yeah, we're going to have to raise children, and we need to know who we're looking for. That's the issue right here. Yeah? The biggest issue, the hottest topic of the century. Yeah? Who are we looking for? What kind of person we're looking for? So now, this is for the brothers right here. Yeah? And I'm going to be bashing the sisters. Yes, I will. And that's according to the word of the Most High. I will do it. Yeah? If you're not happy with it, I'm sorry. But I'm going to do it. And then, don't worry, I got something for the brothers too after. Alright, so now it's going to get hot because we need to talk about, bro, who are you looking for? Yeah? And we'll start with Proverbs chapter 18 and 1 verse 22. We read, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favors of Yahuah. Yeah? So we said right here it's talking about a wife, not a whore, not a bee, not a whatever. Yeah? A wife. Not a girlfriend, but a wife. Yeah? That's what we're talking about right now. Yeah? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We're in Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10 through 12. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10 through 12. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. That's the question of, if not the year or centuries or I don't know what you millennial or what you call it. Because, bro, yeah, for some of y'all, I know it's hard. All praise to the Most High. I'll find mine, but it's been a little, you know what I'm saying? It's been a little way. It's been a little, it's been a little journey. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, let's keep moving. Verse 11. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Yeah? So you can actually trust in your wife, because why? She's a virtuous woman. What that mean, virtuous? So that means that she's those who will of the Most High. So you know that she ain't gonna be out here entertaining men and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Because she fears Yahuah. Yeah? And that should be the same thing for you. Nah, because if you don't want it for yourself, why would you want it for somebody? But anyway, yeah? Verse 12. Now, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Now, bro, you ain't looking for these spiteful women and all that stuff, yeah? That you get a little bit of money and then they're like, oh yeah, come live with me, stay with me, because she got a little crib or whatnot, and then when things get a little hot, she tells you to get out of the crib and all that stuff. No, you don't want them evil women. That's what I'm talking about, yeah? And really and truly, you should try to get yourself a place, yeah? So she should move to yours, yeah? Or there's no problem for her to move, for you to move to hers, but she's supposed to be a virtuous woman. That's why you don't put your thing in her anytime soon that you feel like, you know what I mean? Yeah? Because then you can get in trouble. Because then, if you get yourself an evil woman that don't want to do any good, then you sleep with her and then she's pregnant, then you gotta spend the rest of your life with a woman that you don't like. And I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about spending the rest of your life seeing her, be in contact with her because y'all got children. Yeah? Unless you want to be one of these dummy ass brothers that's disappearing when they got children. Yeah? But either way, here we go. So that's why you should want this kind of woman. Yeah? The woman that wants to do you good. Yeah? A woman that knows the Most High, because these women out there, they ain't gonna do you good because they don't know the Most High. Yeah? Anytime soon they can switch on you. But if your woman know the law, she won't switch on you. Yeah? Keep moving. You want Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 36, verse 24. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession. Yeah? So that's the same thing that we said in our Proverbs. Yeah? And here that for the same thing. A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So, bro, you ain't looking for a pillar of stress. I keep saying that because we see help, rest, all throughout the scriptures. But nowadays, these women, they want to give you stress. Yeah? Know what I mean? So, like, no, this is not what we need, bro. So you shouldn't go for for the woman that's got good looking on, because most times these good looking women, they're the stressed ones. They're the stressful one. Yeah? You can't even sleep because you know she's out here giving up to somebody else. You know what I mean? So, yeah? Although I'm not saying that you should not be attracted to your woman, but I'm saying you should not go for these beautiful women, because most times these beautiful women, they like to use their beauty and not for the good things. Yeah? I said sometimes. But anyway, let's keep moving. Yeah? Proverbs chapter 12 verse 4. Yeah? A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. So you see what I'm saying? So because she does good things, then it reflects on her husband. You know? Like when people see your wife out there, they be like, oh, that's my man's wife. Oh, she's so nice, she's so this, you know what I mean? And then people around the city or around the neighborhood or whatever talk good about you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about anyway. Yeah, scriptures is not a secret. It's not a magic book. This ain't stuff that is common sense, and we all know that. But anyway, let's keep moving. But she that maketh ashamed is a rudeness in his bones. Yeah, so you don't want them women that they just spend their lives in the club, and then you're like, yeah, oh yeah, I saw your baby mama in the club the other day, bro. No, that's not what we want to do. Oh, I saw a man come out of the house, my baby mama's house the other day. First of all, she should not even be a baby mama. She should be a wife. You know what I mean? And if she's not worthy to be a wife, then why are you even touching her in the first place? You know what I mean? My point, or the scripture's point, when they say no sex before marriage. But anyway, I digress. Ecclesiastes chapter 36 to 25. Yeah? Or Sirach 36 or 25. Where no edges is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Yeah? So what it's saying is that when you don't have anything, you're broke basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's saying if you have no wife, no possession, then you're gonna walk around mourning. Yeah? Because a lot of these men out there, you see them on TV or whatever in the streets, you know them, they're your brothers, they're your sisters, they are you. Yeah? In their heart, they're not happy. They don't know what's missing. And you're missing your Eve. You're missing your Isha. Yeah? You're missing your Isha, my friend. Yeah? And that's the reason why you're not happy in life. Yeah? Especially us, our people, we're supposed to know that we these children, and we know deeply in our heart that we're these chosen people. That we're not doing the right things, and that's why we're in the position that we're now. So with these scriptures, with this law, with this word, with this wisdom, we can get out of this this thing that we're in now. We can do better. We can live the good life, regardless of the plans of the devil or whatever, these Illuminati, whatever, or Freemasons or whatever, whereas or their plans. We can still make it out. We can still live a good life, because Yahuah is watching over us as long as we're doing His commandments. Remember what He said to the Israelites when they were taken into captivity in Babylon? No, get married, make children, get a job, and all that stuff. Yeah, some of y'all are too focused on the, Christ is coming back to kill. Yes, we know He's coming back to do that and all that stuff. Yeah, to do retribution or whatever. Yeah, and also to save. But that does not mean that your world stops right now and you should not get married and you should not do this and that. No. How do you think you're pleasing the Most High? You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 8 now. Turn away thine eyes from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. So, once again, I told you, yeah, stop looking for these good looking women and all that stuff, these hot mama and all that. Yeah? these hot chicks, these pete chicks and all that. Yeah? Stop looking for that. Yeah? Because no, bro. Most times they're not good for you. Yeah? It ain't because she look good that she gonna be good for you. It ain't. Yeah? What's the thing they be saying people again, yeah? Diamonds in clarity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or everything shines is not a diamond or whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah? And you should know that. You should want something more deeper than that. You should want a virtuous woman. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm talking to the brothers that's for the scriptures. If you're not, I don't even know how you're making this far if you don't believe in the scriptures. You know what I mean? Yeah? Once again, yeah. Let's get chapter 7 verse 26. Now we want. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? So do you look for a wife? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. When they talk about light woman, they're not talking about light skinned women. That's what I'm saying. They're talking about these women, fair women. They're these whores, basically. That's literally what they're saying. Yeah? Give not thyself to a prostitute, literally. Yeah? Because they're for everybody, they're not for you. Yeah? And at time of judgment, people gonna get their piece of the cake. Yeah? That's what I'm saying. Let's continue. Proverbs 31 verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yahuah shall be praised. That's what I was saying. The woman you look for is the woman that fears Yahuah. She's on the same page as you. Yeah? So you can't be a righteous man and then you sleep with these women that's not righteous. You know what I mean? You can't want these women. They're a ditch. You know what I'm saying? You can't want the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B, and all of these women. Yeah? You can't want these 6 figure, that's my thing. 6 figure, that's my type. What is this nonsense? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but most time, our brothers, that's what we're attracted to. And that's a disease. And the same thing for the sisters. I'm coming anyway. Don't worry. I got y'all sisters. Yeah? Keep it moving. Proverbs 23 verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. A narrow pit. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Today, brothers, all we want is pipe. We just want a pipe. Yeah? We should stay away from this kind of mentalities. Yeah? And this kind of mentality is due to the music, to the false culture that we have. Yeah? And also to this false culture of tolerance for early sex or sexually active at an early age. And watching pornography and all this stuff. That's the reason why we got these kind of mentality and that we touch women, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah? And we are sleeping around and all that stuff. Because the society is teaching us that it's okay. At the same time, which is even worse. And then around our communities, men do that, thinking it's okay. Yeah, I understand that. But with the scriptures now, we got this knowledge, this wisdom, and this understanding from the Most High. Then we can do better. Keep these words on mind. That's what you're looking for, a virtuous woman. Right there, the whore is a deep ditch. You're putting yourself in that, you can't even come out of that. Yeah? And I'm being literal right there. It's a trap, fam. That cookie is a trap. So, here we go. Yeah? We want Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Yeah? So, here we go, y'all. These prostitutes, literally, they're prostitutes out there, but that's the women that y'all look for. And then you should not look for. Yeah? You want a quiet woman that fears the Most High. That's what you look for. Not a spiteful woman. She's supposed to know the laws of the Most High. She's supposed to know the commandments at least. In other words, she's supposed to have some sort of principles. At least. And once again, you can't touch her before y'all married. Yeah? And sister, I hope you're listening as well. You want to be that. You know what I mean? That's what you want to be. It's time to change the way we're moving. It's time to change our behaviors. These behaviors that we have, yeah, as a society, not even as a people, as a society, these behaviors that we have, they're toxic, my friend. Brothers and sisters. Hinamashiach and Israelites. Yeah? But anyway, skip it, moving. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahuah, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Woman. You see what I'm saying? That goes back to what I was saying earlier on, when I was saying you should teach your daughters to want to be wives. Train them. Sisters as well. Stop telling them, oh, you should want a man with this type of job, with this type of money. No, tell her you should want to be somebody's wife. Yeah? And also, brother, you should tell your sons. Yeah, those of y'all that got sons, like me, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a husband. And you don't want a whore. You want a woman of Yah. You know what I mean? I hope y'all understand. It's extremely important. Yeah? Train the child the way that it should go, so it will not depart from it. It's not a magical recipe, but at least let's do it. It's not a promise, but at least we should do it, regardless of what's going to happen. Yeah, we want to 1 Corinthians now. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 34. Let your women keep silent in the church. Remember what we were saying just earlier on about a quiet and silent woman. Yeah? For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also save the law. A funny thing, now we see Paul talk about the law and all that stuff. Oh, y'all Christians funny. Anyway, so how we were told, this is talking about in churches, yeah? It's not saying outside and everywhere women should be silent. No, but it's an example. Why should they be silent? Because they are to be obedient, yeah? And that's the kind of woman you want, obedient. She knows her place, literally. That's what I'm trying to get, yeah? And that's the kind of woman you look for. Submissive. She knows her role as a woman. She knows you ain't trying to enslave her because she needs to be submissive to you. She knows all of that stuff. She knows the laws of the Most High. She knows at least how to conduct herself. You know what I mean? There's always room for improvement and all that. Yeah, it's fine. But at least she should have some principles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Let's keep moving. Titus chapter 2 verse 3 to 4. The aged women likewise, that they be in behaviors as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children. That's what you look for. A well-trained woman that has all these qualities, because she's been taught. Now I know some people, they never had the chance to, grow up in a good family and all that stuff. I understand that, but when you come across this knowledge and wisdom from the scriptures, then you change yourself, and then you can attract this kind of man. Sis, you know what I'm talking about? And same thing for you, brother. You should want these qualities from a woman. So you're not gonna get it. So you're not gonna intertwine and be one flesh with a wicked woman. Because there's too much wicked babies out there. Or should I say wicked men. That are the progeny of wicked people. Because it's not forcefully that you're a bad person, but you're a fornicator, you're wicked. Literally. So, once again, ain't no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend. You want a wife. Marry her. I showed you how to get married and all that stuff according to the Hebrew culture or whatever. Yeah? It's not commandments and all that stuff, but at least. So now, you know the ways. You know how to do it. Let's jump into Peter. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wife. Yeah? So, that's a scapegoat sometimes for the sisters. They like to say, oh, the brothers, they don't know how to lead. They don't know how to this and that, so how could we be submissive and all that? And I'm like, no. Look what the scripture says. Because if you know script, and then you act like no, because your man is all over the place, I should be all over the place, then you're wicked, and you're doing it intentionally. Know what I mean? But that does not mean also that men should do whatever they want to do but it's to say that the woman has a bigger role than the man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? So women got to be on point. And you want a sister that thinks that way. That even if you're not doing the right thing, she has to. Yeah? And I'm talking about law-wise, because don't believe because women raise our children most times that means that they all righteous. No. It's not because you're raising a child that you're righteous. No. You know what I mean? So we're talking about the scriptures right there, because most time, obviously, women know that they got to stay with the children, and then the men disappear and all that stuff. Like, we understand that. Come on, man. Yeah? But that don't mean that a woman is righteous. A lot of wicked women brought up child, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway. Keep moving. Yeah? We're in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 to 24. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 through 24. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as unto Yahusha HaMashiach. Yeah? Keep moving. Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as HaMashiach is the head of the assembly, and he is the savior of the body. 24. Therefore, as the assembly is subject unto Mashiach, so let the wives be their own husband in everything. Yeah? Or should I say, let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. So, you want a woman that's submissive. You don't want the hard-headed sisters that don't want to listen to anything, that don't want, I don't need a man. No, you can't tell me what to do and all that stuff. No. You don't want that. You want a submissive woman. And you should not be abusing her. Yeah? I understand men got egos and all that stuff, but it's past that, because this ego is not natural. Yeah? Especially when it comes to in the household. Yeah? So, once again, we understand. Let's keep moving. Go back to 1 Peter chapter 3 now. Here, verse 3 to the 6. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning, and plaiting of the hair, and of the wearing of gold, or of putting on of perverts. So we're talking about the way women dress legally. Yeah? Verse 4. But let it be the hidden men of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of the meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Elohim of great price. So the way we dress, and especially women, the way she dress tells a lot about her. Yeah? My wife can't come out of my house in them tight jeans and all that stuff. This ain't happening. Yeah? And showing her cleavage and all that stuff. This is not happening in my house. And my wife knowing she don't want to do that anyway. Yeah? Since she got in the truth, she stopped all that. So your sisters out there, you need to stop all that if you know the word of the Most High. Point blank. We're not debating. And bro, this is what you're looking for. This type of woman. Yeah? She's not out here showing her butt and all that stuff. Yeah? Putting on them tight stuff and all that. Yeah? No. Yeah? There's a difference between what's going on the beach and at the gym. Yeah? I'm talking about the everyday thing. Yeah? Because there's some apparels that we should not wear in certain places. But people wear them like that because it became a culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? So, here we go. Point blank. Not debating. Yeah? Verse 5 now. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in Elohim, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. So he's telling you, even back then. So he's saying, look, back then. So today, we like, oh, when we're talking about back then, oh, but we can't do what happened back then. But here, they're telling you that you can still do what happened back then, in there back then. You know what I'm saying? So how much us? Do you have to dress almost nude and all that stuff? No, you don't. So why people talking about you can't do the things that's back then? No, we can. It's just how wicked and you want to dress however you want to. Put you woman. Because you want to attract men, that's all. Yeah? You want to bewitch these men out there. And bro, you should be careful with that. You want these women that are not want to show these things. That look, these shapes and all that is not for everybody. It's for you. So if she's willing to show her body that way, that means she can show more stuff than that. Believe me. That's it. I'm clear. Yeah, you can deny and say, oh, I don't mean anything. There's not a book by its cover. The old scripture says it. So it's finished. Here we go. Verse 6 down. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, called him Adon, whose daughter ye are, as long as ye do well, and heart not afraid with any amazement. So, yeah, right now, you tell a woman to call you Lord, she'll slap you. Yeah? So then, y'all sisters, I don't know what book you're believing in, but this is in the scriptures then, if you don't want to do that. Yeah? I'm not saying you have exactly to, you have to call me Lord or whatever, or call your husband Lord. That's not what we're talking about. But you're supposed to know your place. That is your head. Yeah? And that's the representation that we're hearing right now. So, it's either you're going to be a righteous woman or not. And bro, get back to you. This is the kind of woman you want. Yeah? She'll call you my head, my superior. Yeah? Because she know her role and her place. Yeah? Let's keep moving. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array. Yeah? So, this is talking about basically being simplicity, yeah? I mean, some people argue that's among the church or whatever, yeah? We don't care. But, us, we're gonna want you to be like this, yeah? You want your woman to not be our hair. You can dress very sophisticated and you do not have to dress like a whore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? No, but I'm for real. You can dress very nice. Yeah, and I know some of my sisters, whatever they put on, will still see the shapes. Fine. Or will still see the breasts. I'm saying like the shit, whatever. Fine. But at least you're trying to. Yeah? And then, yes, I'm going to be real. It's not because she got a garment or whatever that she's must be righteous. But this is a requirement that you want from woman. From a woman that you want as your wife, bro. Point blank. Yeah? We're going to go to verse 13. Verse 10 now. But which becometh woman, professing godliness with good works. Verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the men, but to be silent. That's talking in the church. But either way, if your wife and then you're supposed to submit to your husband, here we go. Yeah? So, this ain't talking about you want a woman that does not talk. Because you, yeah, when y'all sleeping together, you want noises. I'm gonna be real. So, if that's the case, that she should be silent, yeah, you're gonna be pissed off at one point. Believe me. Yeah? So let's be real. Yeah? So, now, with that being said, yeah, this is talking about a woman knowing her place, that she should not have authority over her man, in for that matter over men, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of woman you want. Yeah, she knows her place. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Verse 13 now. For Adam was first made, then Eve. Remember the order. I could put that in the order for at the first part of the lesson, but I kept that for the end because it fits together. And it's a reminder. Yeah? So once again, the order. If she knows the order, she'll know how to act. If you know the order, you're supposed to know how to act too. Bro. You know what I mean? So, here we go. Yeah? Proverbs chapter 14 verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. So you want a woman that wants to build. This is what you want, bro. This is what you're looking for. So who are you looking for? All these qualities that you heard from scriptures. This is what you're looking for. If a woman don't tick these boxes, bro, don't touch her. Leave her. Point blank. There's no debate. This is what the scripture says. This is what the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, has inspired the men of Yah to tell us. So if you're against it, that means you're against Yah. So if you choose to do contrary to what we've been advised to do, then watch your life, fam. So, bro, you know what to look for. So when you go out there, you know what you want. Hallelujah. Now, it's the sister's turn. Alright, so now we're in the 5th part of this lesson and investigation. Yeah? So, once again, part 4, we've seen what a man should look for in a woman. Yeah? And then before that, what we've seen in part 3, how to get married according to the Hebrew culture. Part 2, we saw why should we get married. In part 1 was the order of things. Yeah. So now, what a woman should look for. So sis, who you looking for? What you're looking for, basically. Yeah. And then some of you brothers are gonna feel like I'm onto you, but if I have to say a lot of things about sister, you think I ain't got nothing to say about brothers? Come on. I always say I got sauce for everybody. So, you know what I mean? Let's dive into it. Alright, so we're gonna start straight up. Yeah? Sis, what and who you're looking for. Yeah? So Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 verse 25. Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach chapter 7 verse 25. Marry thy daughter, and so thou shalt have performed a worthy matter. But guide her to a man of understanding. Now, sisters like to complain that brothers don't understand you. Now, scripture says, look, you should look for a man, yeah, that understands. So, problem solved right there, sis. Yeah? Because if you get yourself with an idiot, what's going to happen? He needs to have brains. He needs to think. As much as you should prove yourself, he should prove himself to be a heaven as well. Yeah? Not full of flipping, what's it called, ego and all that stuff, like most of men are. Yeah? A man of understanding. Wisdom. Because wisdom is understanding anyway. So here we go. See, that's what you're looking for. Let's keep moving. 1 Peter. Yeah. And we want chapter 3 verse 7. Likewise, ye husband, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayer be not hindered. So sis, you want a man that can take care of you, because, not talking about he's supposed to be rich and all that stuff, no. He will take care of you as the weaker vessel. That's the most important part of the verse right here. A man of knowledge, yeah, that can take care of you as the weaker vessel, because you are. Men are stronger than women anyway, most times. So you want a man that's going to protect you, the protector. You know what I mean? Yeah? It should not be the one that's gonna attack her, the attacker. It should be the protector. And that's what you look for. And brothers, I know sometimes it's hard through all the things that we've been through. Sometimes we're moving crazy when we get with the sister. Yeah. But it's time to change. It's time to be the protector, not the attacker. Yeah? So let's keep it moving. Excuse me. 1 Corinthians, yeah, chapter 6, verse 18. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Why do I quote it again? Because sis, you want a man that's gonna wait till marriage. You don't want these brothers, they want to bake the cookie right now. They don't want to have the cookie right now. Yeah? Does that make sense? And I'm being serious, sis. You want this man, this righteous man that's going to wait. He wants to get to know you. He wants to see, you know what I'm saying, if you have this quality to be a wife. And he wants to show himself. He wants to prove himself to be a good husband. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're looking for, sis. Yeah? Not a man that, oh yeah, I want to sleep with you right now. No. Because if that's what he thinks, then you're in danger. Because if he does it with you, he can do it with somebody else. And that's the reason why a lot of y'all sisters, you're not choosing the right men. Or you're not going for the right type of men. And I'm being real with y'all, sis. Keep it moving. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 5. A righteous man hateth lying, but a wicked man is loathsome and cometh to shame. Why do I point that out? Because we should not bear false witness. I'm not talking about little jokes saying, oh, there's a spider right there, and then you're like, and there's no spider. No, I'm talking about false witness, them big lies that can get people in trouble. Yeah? Or them life changers lies. Like cheating and having an adventure with a woman or whatever, and then you married and all that stuff. Yeah, these are big lies. They're real lies, false witness and all that stuff. That's what we're talking about. So sis, you don't want a liar. If he lies, you need to be careful to yourself then. Yes, you can forgive if you want to forgive. That's up to you. But I'm saying the uses, if he's a liar, stay away from him. And a lot of these men out there that like to lie, come in with a whole bunch of false stories. Yeah? And I used to be one of them. They're lying because they want the cookie. Yeah? So, here you go, sis. Watch what you're doing. Yeah? You're looking for a righteous man that's going to tell the truth. Psalm chapter 37, verse 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Do you know why I'm quoting that? Sis, because you want a man that his treasures are in heaven. You don't want this brother that's always looking at his watch and then he wants the Gucci, the Prada, the whatever, the Chanel, the Louis V and all that stuff. Yeah? You want a simple brother. All he wants is to take care of his household, to be right with the Most High and all of that stuff. Yeah? You don't want a brother that wants the brand new Chevy, the brand new Bugatti and all of that stuff. I'm not saying that if he wants this stuff is wicked, but you don't want these people that are all about that. And you know what I'm talking about, sis. So once again, yeah, and you brothers should need to stay away from this kind of world. If you are in Mashiach, you're a new creature. The things of the world will pass away, but heaven not. But the word of the Most High not, sorry. So here you go. Yeah? So sis, You're looking for simple men. As much as you're supposed to be into simplicity of dress codes and all that stuff, yeah, it's the same thing that you want from a man. Most likely, you want a simple man. Not these brothers that all they think about is Gucci and all that stuff. Yeah? So here we go. Proverbs 13 verse 7. There is that maketh himself rich, yet have nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet have great riches. So that goes back to what I'm saying, and that's a, precept of what I was just saying. Yeah, simplicity. Yeah, because even me, before I used to be in that world, wanting to be rich and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But then I realized that the majority of those people, they would not inherit the kingdom of Yahuah, because all they think about is their riches, their possession. Yeah, and reading through, these people kill themselves most times. Yeah, these people got millions and they still have the guts to kill themselves. Why? Because they're not happy. And the scriptures is real. There is that maketh himself poor, yet have great riches. Yeah? So now that I understand that, I came out of that. So same thing, brother. You should come out of that. And sis, you should want a brother like that. And you, sis, you should not even want them riches. Yeah, I'm not saying that being rich is a bad thing, but I'm saying if you put your mind is that's only the thing you want, yeah, then it becomes idolatry. So here we go, sis. That's what you look for. A man of simplicity that has many riches but is poor. Not a rich man that is actually poor spiritually. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 16. A wise man feareth and departed from evil, but a fool regeth and is confident. Yeah? You want a righteous man, a wise man. Yeah? A man that does not want to tell you to do that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah? Let's sell drugs. Let's do this and all that. No, don't worry, baby. We can sleep together before marriage. Don't worry. Yeah, no one will know. You don't want that. You don't want a man that's prone to evil. You want a man that's going to tell you, no, we got to do this, we got to do that. You want a leader. You know what I'm saying? And even if he's not that much of a leader, you should be that righteous, then you can lead him to be a leader. Yeah? But at the same time, give him space as a man. Because you should know your place as a woman. You're not the authority. You see what I'm saying? So let's keep it moving. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 22. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 22. Yeah? A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall his destruction, or shall be his destruction. You know why I'm calling that? Because I had this problem too. Yeah, too aggressive for no reason. Yeah, and brothers, I understand it's stressful, this world, and then we're under the Gentile or whatever. We scattered and all that stuff. Yes, I do understand. But we should show proof of the fruit of the Spirit. Because if we believe in scriptures, that's what we're going to do. Fruit of the Spirit is love and kindness. Patience. So we're supposed to have that, especially with our woman. Yeah? And I know y'all brothers, I know I understand. But sis, you should not look for a violent man. And I understand things can happen in the past, because even y'all sisters, some of you got easy hands. You know what I'm saying? So things can happen in the past, but you should not have that in the household, especially if you have children. And even if not, if y'all is a household, you married together, no violence. Especially you, brother. You should not put your hands on her. Yeah? I've been there. And Yahuah forgive me. I never done anything at righteous, I know. Don't worry, I'm not trying to say that, yeah. But there is other way. Violent behavior is the same thing anyway. It's as much as you have punched her if you pushed her. So the first man cannot be justified. That's what we're told. So self-control, y'all brothers. And that's what you look for, sis. Because if he ain't got no self-control, one day we're just gonna hear, yeah, some bad news on the news. So there you go. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 18. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 18. Pride was not made for men, no furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Once again, violence. No violence in the household. I understand life is stressful, but no violence. As much for you, sis. Yeah? And as much for him. So stay away from this kind of men. Yeah? You're looking for self-controlled men. Patience, the fruit of the spirit. Kindness, love, understanding. This is what you're looking for, sis. I'm not telling you that marriage is a better rose. Yeah? But at least that's what you're looking for, self-control. Yeah? And you should have these qualities too. Yeah, because 1 equals 2, yeah? So, here we go. Yeah? James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Once again, the fruit of the spirit. So when I see your campers out there talking all of that crowd and then being angry and stuff, I wonder what Bible you're reading. Everybody makes mistakes. I make them mistakes and all that. I made them, yes. I gotta give it up. But if you hear the word of the Most High, then you're supposed to change right away. I'm not saying you're going to change right away, but I'm saying you're supposed to want to change. You're supposed to want to do some change. Slow process or not, you're supposed to want to do some changes. So once again, sis, this is the kind of men you look for. Swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. A furious man cannot be justified. Keep that on mind, sis. Come on. The scriptures, he is giving you advices for you, so now you're not going to get into them crazy and worthless relationships or marriages. We're done with that. Yeah, come on. It's time to wake up. We cannot have the scriptures and be the people of the scriptures and then we live a life of desolation. That doesn't make any sense. And for any other believer of the scriptures, we can't believe in Yahuah and live these crazy lives. Void of happiness and all that stuff. No. When we have all the advices necessary for a good life. James chapter 1 verse 20. For the wrath of a man worketh not the righteousness of Elohim. Here you go. You see, brothers? That's what I'm saying. Yeah? That's what I'm talking about. You're always getting crazy for no reason. Then the Spirit of the Most High is not in you. So here you go. You might have to do some self-reflection. I did them. Sit down and say to yourself, bro, I should not act that way. I should not get furious like that with my wife. I should not get furious like that with my girl. Although I'm not trying to promote boyfriend, girlfriend, but I'm just saying. Yeah? Or with my children. Yeah? I'm not saying you're not going to get angry. You're going to get angry in life. Come on, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah? There's a limit. And since you want these types of men, they know their limit. Because they will remember that if they have wrath, if they are very, very angry, violent, then the Spirit of the Messiah is not in them. And these scriptures, I took them as advice. Because I had to work on myself. Yeah? Because sometimes you may not even grow up in any kind of households, but in life and life experience, you may accustom yourself to do certain things. Because me personally, I've never seen any my mom and my dad touch each other on a crazy thing. Like, I never seen my dad put his hands on my mom. Like, never. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that in my household thing. Let's keep it moving. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 28. We want Ephesians 5 verse 28. So are men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. You want a man that loves himself so much that he loves you as much. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking for, sis. Understand that. Yeah? If he respects you, then definitely he respects himself. Yeah? Because some people out there, they respect themselves, but they don't respect people, other people. Yeah? Not knowing that somebody is a reflection of the Most High. You know what I mean? Because we the image of the Most High, right? So there we go. Yeah, and I should do a lesson on the human values to make everybody understand something, because people are talking crazy out there. Yeah? So here we go, sis. That's what you look for. A man that loves himself. Meaning, he loves you, his neighbor, his flesh of his flesh, bone of his bones. Let's keep it moving. Ecclesiastes chapter 37 verse 23 to 24. A wise man instructeth his people, and the fruits of his understanding fail not. A wise man shall be filled with blessing, and all they that see him shall count him happy. Yeah? So, you want a wise man, sis. Yeah? I'm not saying that every single brothers that you're going to come across are going to be perfect. Yeah? But you can get them there if you are that woman too. Does that make sense? There's a lot of things that I couldn't even do before I met my wife. And then she pushed me to, you know what I'm saying, to be a little bit different than I used to be. Which is a good thing. Yeah? So here we go. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. We read. But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Now, that is for you Negroes out there not taking care of these children that you keep popping out. Yeah? That's for y'all. And sis, you want to stay away from this type of men. Do you understand? That's why no sex before marriage. Because if you guys are gonna get married and there's no sex involved, then you're gonna have time to get to know each other. Yeah? Give yourself some times. So you're not gonna end up with a brother that don't even care about his own house. That's an infidel. Especially if you believe in scripts. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 verse 23. A wicked woman is as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is to him that feareth Yahuah. Yeah? So here we go. If your husband is wicked, that means that you must do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? I'm not saying it's an extreme fact or whatever. Yeah? This is not what they're saying there. But most times, you should reflect on ourselves sometimes. Like, if we're with them type of people, yeah, if I'm with a bad person or whatever, a wicked person, then it's not my fault. I'm not wicked in my ways or my way of thought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so sis, you need to be careful. If you get with this man, that means that, how can I put it that way? You attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? So, literally, that's what they're saying. It's not magic or rocket science. It's not no law of attraction. I'm saying, if you're wicked, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a wicked man. So, sis, you need to be careful. This is what you look for, sis. Yeah? Righteous man of Yahuah. We're on Titus chapter 2, verse 4 through 5. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children. Verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of Elohim be not blasphemed. Yeah? Why did I quote that? Because you want to teach that. Yeah? You want to teach that to your daughter. And that's important to understand that, because it's not all about, you're looking for whatever, but at least you have some sort of background. So if you know these things, then what you're going to look for, if you raised on that, or if you raise your children on that, or your daughter's on that, what she's going to look for later is a good man, a man of Yah, a man of understanding. So that's why I quote that right here. Yeah. Ephesians 5 verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you, in particular so, love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she's reverent her husband. So, here we go. This was it. Yeah? So, sis, you look for a man that wants to love you. And that being said, this is the end of a lesson. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope that's been good advice. I hope this enlightened you. I hope that the Spirit of the Most High is guiding us through these hard times. Yeah? And that in the name of Yahushua Mashiach, we may endure to the end. Hallelujah. And I say, Shalom.